welcome back. We have another deck. This is kind of a Ragost and Pirates deck. I've been playing it all weekend, and I've been having a lot of fun, but you know how Arena is. You're usually just gonna see the same 2 or 3 decks. Pretty boring shit, but I actually really enjoyed playing this deck, so I'll go over it pretty quickly. Authority of Consoles, we all know what that does. It's good for gaining life in this deck and making creatures tap because we want to be able to get in for damage quickly. Mardu Devotee, it just kind of helps the mana base, but the Scry 2 is really freaking good for a 1-drop. Nurturing Pixie, we all love to hate this stupid card, but it has its uses, as you're going to want to bounce some of your creatures to create a shit ton of treasure tokens. Restoration Magic, it's a good little back pocket thing to have, might save your creatures. That's why I'm only rolling 1. Burst Lightning for a little bit of control or direct damage if you need for that last bit to defeat the opponent. Battle Menu, really like this card, super versatile. Man, it's so good. I really like this card. It's probably my favorite card from the Final Fantasy set. I guess mechanically, I like this one. We're gonna run 1 Get Lost. Demand Answers for a sack or discard, draw 2 cards. Pretty good for a 2-mana thing. Lightning Strike. Again, this is to either open the way or just burn your opponent. Boros Charm, pretty good, could deal 4 damage to a creature or planeswalker, or permanents you control get indestructible, or they all gain double strike. And for this deck, it's really damn good. You could run more if you want. We're also going to be running Ragost, Deft Gastronaut. Artifacts you control are foods in addition to the other types, with pay 2, tap, sack, gain 3 life. Or you could pay 1, tap them to sacrifice a food, and Ragost will deal 3 damage to each opponent. But if you gain life this turn, you can untap him, which is pretty good. I really wanted to find a way to use this guy, and this is kind of the best thing that I've seen. I'm definitely going to try and adapt it and find other ways, but right now this deck has been a lot of fun and does its job well. We'll also be running Aven Interrupter, super annoying card, really good with the Pixie too, so you can keep doing it. Split Up in case you need to, wipe some creatures out, pretty good. Brazen Blade Master, as long as you control 2 or more artifacts, he becomes a 4/4 for 3 mana, which is pretty good. Mine Raider, he's a Trampler, and if he enters, if you control another outlaw, you can create a treasure token, and with our deck you will. Pretty much, I think, except for, no, even the Pixie's a rogue. Only him, he's the only creature that won't cause this to go off. Plundering Pirate, it's a 3/2, but when he comes into play, he creates a treasure token. Just kind of building that treasure for Ragost. Vaughn, Street Thief. Whenever 1 or more scout, pirates, or rogues you control the combat damage to a player, exile the top card of that player's library, you can cast it. If you don't, you can create a treasure token. So pretty fun. And whenever you cast a spell that you don't own, you can put a 1/1 counter on each scout, pirate, and rogue you control. So he's a good versatile way to either get rid of people's top cards or actually help build your treasure for Ragost. Zidane, Tantalus Thief. When he enters, gain control of target creature and opponent controls, so end of turn. Untap it, it gains lifelink and haste till end of turn. And whenever an opponent gains control of a permanent from you, create a treasure token. Now that second part probably is never going to happen, but you never know. But if you get lucky enough to get an artifact creature, you can sack it to Ragost. Otherwise, you can just do your thing and attack. Okay, lands. We are running 4 Sunbillow Verge, pretty good for the deck, and Windscarred Crag, running 4 of those to gain life. I don't really like tap lands, but it's okay. You do what you gotta do, right? If you don't have these lands, you can run what you got. That's pretty much the answer to most decks anyway. And as this is I guess, kind of version 1, we are still going to make some adjustments. Like, I'm thinking about adding a few more of the Aven interrupters, because they're just obnoxious, but then being a rogue really helps out with Vaughn, so makes it kind of annoying. And the restoration magic has actually kind of saved me quite often. Giving out hexproof and indestructible is really good. And later on, when you cast it, you can give all of your permanents hexproof and indestructible and gain 6 life. It can save your ass pretty quickly. And the Mardu devotees are really good. I like them for the scry, but then late game, you know, they're just easy chump blocks, you know, that you don't really need them. And being a human scout, they don't really do much for you, but they're still pretty good to help with the mana base. But I really utilize them for the scry too, above all else. And with the authority of consoles, making things come in tapped, and then, you know, you gain a life and all that stuff, easy for him, because at end steps he can untap, and then when all your creatures, or all their creatures, are pretty much tapped, hitting in with Vaughn, you're definitely going to exile the top card or get a treasure, you know. It works out pretty good. It's a nice little aggro. The only thing that I'm still kind of iffy on is Zidane. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's really good, but for 5 mana, sometimes the games just don't work well. Especially if you get him in your starting hand, it's like, well, shit. That's why I only run 2 of him. While the main stars are really Ragost and Vaughn. But, you know, maybe trading him out if you don't have him or whatever. Add in a few more pirates or any kind of outlaws, really. So, yeah, oh wait, he's a scout. Yeah, so he still counts towards the Vaughn, so that is pretty interesting. And with Ragost, you know, he's pretty much important because you want him as like an auto kind of burn spell. You know, pay 1, tap it, you sack a food, you know, that's 3 damage there. You know, pretty much a 1 mana thunder strike, and with all the treasures you're making, it should be really easy to pull off, or at least I didn't really struggle with it. And then with like the lightnings, the burst lightning and the lightning strike, you might be able to just close out a game instantaneously without having to deal with, you know, the quote-unquote meta slave nonsense we all see. Because goddamn, I'm not gonna lie, that shit's boring the hell out of me and making me not even want to play this goddamn game. It's so, when you play the same deck 3 times in a row, it's just like, Jesus, man, wow. But I enjoy the deck. I think you will too. Now, obviously, it's not budget, so you kind of have to, you know, think about what you want to do. If your idea is to try to be rank 1 mythic, nerdy, sweaty bullshit, then I'd probably save your wild cards for one of the nerd decks. And the other thing I don't really like too much is to get lost. It's still pretty good because you can hit enchantments and stuff, but I hate giving out the map tokens. I hate doing that. I thought about maybe even swapping it out for another battle menu, but I don't even think I will do that. Just because, like, the battle menu is a cool thing to have in the pocket, but having 2 might be way too much for it. Same thing with Split Up. I really like Split Up, but I'm thinking about maybe changing it up, especially in this meta, to using an, as much as it sucks, using an Ultima. Because one of the decks I always play is that stupid artifact one. Fuck, I can't remember what it's called now. Oh, jeez. Where they make those stupid golem creatures or whatever. I can't think of the card. I've been playing all weekend trying to, you know, find the best version of this deck. But I kept seeing that stupid fucking artifact one. The one with the repurposing bay and the, why can I not think of that damn artifact? Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's stupid. I'm sure you've seen it like 5,000 times. But it's making me want to throw in an Ultima just to, you know, dumpster that bullshit ass deck. And also, the only thing too is I see a lot of, obviously because of the tournament, I see a lot of those stupid fuckboy VV decks, but we don't really have much of a way to deal with that in this deck, as, you know, graveyard control. I mean, I think there is that. What is that white card? God damn it, I can't think of it now. Oh, I don't remember. But there's a white card that'll help you deal with graveyard stuff. I just wish I could remember what it was called all of a sudden. Hold on, let me look at it real quick. Okay, this is the card I was talking about. Rest in Peace. When this enchantment enters exile all graveyards, you could potentially use this if you come across too many of the stupid VV decks. Maybe sideboard it if you want. But that's the deck. Again, I had a lot of fun with this one. If you actually want to see gameplay of it, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely do it. But as of now, judging by analytics, this video's gone on way too long. But thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I truly appreciate the hell out you. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.
I still adore